Then as you jump into the main event, I mean, this is huge, right? Because we got to know where Reinier de Ridder is. Robert Whittaker 27-8, de Ridder 20-2, Australia versus the Netherlands. Not sure which way the crowd will go on this one. It will be interesting, but there is just going to be a great fight to see. And Whittaker has been fighting in Abu Dhabi for the last couple fights, I do believe. It seems that way. But Whittaker 27-8, de Ridder 20-2. Let's jump into this one right now with Whittaker being the favorite. But does that mean he's going to win the fight? Check it out. In the middleweight division, your main event at UFC Abu Dhabi, you got Robert Whittaker taking on Reinier de Ridder. And oh my goodness, this is a tough prediction. And you've heard me say this about main events throughout the year. That's why our record hasn't been great. Whittaker 27-8 from Australia. De Ridder 20-2 from the Netherlands. And this is, again, a great main event. De Ridder 4 inches taller at 6'4". He's 34, so is Whittaker. De Ridder 4-inch reach advantage. He fights left-handed. Whittaker fights right-handed. Whittaker 4.5 significant strikes per minute to 3.3 for De Ridder. But De Ridder can land takedowns, right? More than a takedown and a half per round. Now, Whittaker lost to Hamza in his last fight by submission. That's a whole different animal in terms of the takedown game. Limited Robert Whittaker to 2 significant strikes. Before that, he beat Ikram Maliskarov by KO. Beat Paulo Costa by decision. Lost to Dricus du Plessis and beat Marvin Vettori. So he's 3-2 in the last 5. And it's hard to say that Hamza exposed his takedown defense or lack thereof, because Hamza does that to pretty much everybody. So De Ridder 66% takedown defense. He KO'd Bo Nickel and really slowed him down. Submitted Kevin Holland and also submitted Gerald Meerschaert, which is incredible. So the guy is on a tremendous run right now. But Kevin Holland, Bo Nickel, and Gerald Meerschaert are not on the level of Robert Whittaker. So what does that mean? That means we're entering the unknown. This is why Robert Whittaker is the favorite right now. But Reinier de Ridder is going to try to take him to the ground. He's not going to want to stand up and strike with him. Now, he did that with Bo Nickel, because Bo Nickel's a wrestler, right? And held Bo Nickel to 8 significant strikes. Bo Nickel had 1 takedown, but de Ridder led 22-8 in that situation. I just think Robert Whittaker is not going to be able to stop the takedown game of Reinier de Ridder. He does have an 81% takedown defense, so he's capable of stopping takedowns, but not against a guy like de Ridder. De Ridder's just going to be relentless. He's going to try to land takedowns. It's going to be a different fight than Bo Nickel, and he's going to try to submit Robert Whittaker. And I just think even if he doesn't, it is 5 rounds, which favors Whittaker if it goes late. But I just think de Ridder is going to find a way to submit Robert Whittaker in this fight, which is going to be very challenging. But I think he gets it done to move to 21-2. That's my pick and my opinion. Middleweight division, UFC Abu Dhabi. Yep, so long story short is we're going against the favorite. We're going with the dog here. And it's been a rough year in the main event, right? We're 11-13 right now. We got the victory last week. We're trying to bounce back. We can get this thing to 12-13. We feel good. We know Hamza Chimaev's coming up, but we can keep it close and get back to 500. That gives us a big chance, just like last season, to run away with the wins and losses here, or the wins, really, down the stretch to the end of the year. But it's been 2 tough years. So I like to give you that heads up that we've struggled in the main event this year. Not the overall record. That's right on pace, if not even better than last year. But the main event record, for some reason, has been rough over the last 18 months to 2 years, where in the first 3 years we were just going off. The matchmakers and the depth of the UFC is getting tougher and tougher to predict. But we'll take the underdog in Reinier de Ridder here to get the win. I'd love to see him get the finish over Whittaker, because that would catapult him into title contention, that's for sure. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I like Reinier de Ridder to pull off what is supposedly an upset. We'll have to wait and see.